Welcome to Main Street. Today in Planet Coaster 2, we're building a theme park where every ride, shop, attraction, and restaurant has to connect to a single pathway. There's no side streets, no shortcuts, and somehow we're going to try to earn that 5-star rating. So let's get started. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our first look here at Main Street. This is our entrance plaza. You come through to Main Street, and as we get through, you see our goal, our objective. One singular main road for the entire park. The goal is to go from where we're at right now, which is a non-1-star park, all the way to a 5-star attraction. And that's the goal we're going to try to conclude and get to today. Again, this park stretches all the way across the map for right now. For the start here, I'm probably going to go ahead and probably demolish just a piece, a small piece here, to kind of keep people from kind of navigating too far. So we're just going to move that piece off, and then eventually we can reconnect when we need to, right? So that's kind of where we're going to start here for this park. Again, not trying to do too much to get going, but the goal is to create a 5-star park out of just one singular road. And that's going to be, I think, a really tough challenge because of density with foot traffic. But I think it's going to be a fun challenge to try to overcome. As always, we want to thank our members and patrons for supporting the channel every single month with your generosity. You guys are the heartbeat of this channel. Appreciate each and every single one of you for your support and what you do for us. Thank you. So to get started, the first big thing we really need to establish is facilities. I think we need to go look at our custom creations. We need to get some food. We need to get some beverage. Those are the things that are going to be necessities, right? We need these immediately. So we have, looking at food, right? We want to go to food. Let's look over here. So we're not going to try to do any crazy builds because that's just not my style. It's not what I'm able to do. We're going to start off though first with the chief beef, and I think we need good food when people are coming in. We just need to get this established pretty quick. So we're going to build a food outlet here, and then a drink. We're going to go with Gulpy right here next to it. We'll just have them bang bang kind of right next to each other right here. I think that could work out well. So we have our food and drink, and then maybe we could look at a souvenir shop, like a small souvenir shop. And we have $29,000, so we don't have a ton in terms of just like tons of income to be able to do this for. So the souvenir shop, we're gonna have that be right here. Come in. We'll leave a little bit of room here. Nice little souvenir shop there. Restaurants, will wait for that. And then let's probably get something for facilities, right? Restrooms, things of that nature, right? So let's go to the toilets. And that's where I was going to leave that open right here. So I'll have a restroom right there by the food area. And then probably need to get some guest services. So guest service, always important for our people. And now from there, we need to make sure we get everything kind of connected, right? So what we need to make sure we do first is our power distribution. This is going to make sure we have power first and foremost. And we'll get a generator as well. So let's get the generator kind of tucked away back here, where people can't see it. And then we'll get our generator, our first one, just situated kind of right behind right here. So we're going to place it right behind here where it can not be visible, and it will connect. And that's going to give everything power right where you see it, which is good to start. We'll worry about water, pumps, all that kind of stuff later down the road. But now let's look at paths specifically for our staff. I don't want these to be too big, and I want them to be kind of hidden off. So we're going to put a staff path back here. Maybe eventually I'll build some fencing or something to hide it from the public viewing. But right now I'm kind of okay with what we got there. So we have our food, we have some gifts. We need to also get some other like attractions, entertainment, right? So I'm thinking we have 24,000, basically $25,000. Let's get a small arcade. So when you come in, we want to keep the kiddos entertained and happy. We're going to put an arcade right when you walk in. So when you come in here, you're going to have a nice, small, quaint arcade just, for something to do while people sit here and eat, whatever it may be, right? I think that could work out fairly well for us. But we're going to need some flat rides. And I think the biggest thing I want to focus on early is looking at some really solid ones, like the Viking Sizer, the Resort Pathos, whatever you want to call it, aquatic teacups. You have the aquatic Synchronize, the Mythology teacups, the aquatic Coriolis, whatever you want to call that, the Resort Iron Claw. This one looks good. It's got pretty decent entertainment, around a 3.5, and it's fun. And again, we're not going to concern ourselves with anything too crazy. We're going to back this one off a smidge here, just a smidge, and we're going to now connect our blocks. So what we're going to do start is for our path queue entrance. Here we go. We're going to snake it around a little bit here, just a little bit, not too crazy, but enough that you can have a little bit of a queue, and then we'll build our guest path here to the exit right about there. Okay, and then we'll delete this singular little trash can. So there we go. There's that. Again, not too concerned about it. Power, we have power. No, we don't. How do we not have power for this? That does not seem accurate at all. Okay, just a little bit off, apparently. So what we could do is instead, we can get another one of these. This is a distributor, so we can copy and duplicate this and get another distributor here, and kind of place this one where it's in the fringe, right? And then we'll go to power here. We'll add another little mark here, and we'll connect that. So now we have power. And now we have power. That's situated. That's good. And we still have $17,000 to get our initial startup here. So I think we're probably not going to do a coaster for a little bit here, just because we need to bring in some extra money. So we have that one that's decent. Let's go with a fairly chill one, like a Viking Upswing. This one's always pretty solid. Again, not trying to do anything too crazy here. We're going to keep it pretty close to our other spot here. And then we'll set it up for testing. We'll connect our entrance here. Again, we're going to go a little bit off, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, and then boom. And then we'll get our entrance path, our exit path, excuse me, right here. And then we'll again delete that trash can out of the way. So we have that there now. And then I think we can do some other stuff here. So we still have $12,000. I could do some more facilities down the line here for entertainment, things of that nature. I'd like to utilize a lot of blueprints, maybe a restaurant or something like that. But we have lots of food there, so we really don't need anything else. So let's go with another small ride. Let's do something like the Viking Eye or whatever, something smaller maybe. Teacups could be decent. We can kind of angle this one a little bit more. Trying to see what I really want to do here. This one's perfect, actually. So we're going to go with the aquatic Coriolis here, whatever it's called. And we're going to place it right here. And we're going to just slightly, ever so slightly, put that there, okay? And then we're going to get that to that entrance path. Again, not trying to go too crazy here, just... You know, we don't want crazy long queues, so I'm not going to concern it too much. Okay, there we go. So that connects that exit. That's pretty solid. So now we need to get benches. So I'm going to start off here with a bench. And let's just go with a simple bench that I like. I like the Planet Coaster Bench 1. So we're going to place these kind of all around, especially in this entrance area, if you will. That way we have plenty of spots to stop for our parents and families and whoever else, right, that we have coming in here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And we have benches already there. So when you come in, you have that. You have food. You have 3 rides to get started with. Now we just need staffers. So this, I believe, automatically hires a staffer for each one, right? I think. Not completely certain, but I think that's how that works. So we'll go ahead and hire a janitor, a mechanic. We don't need a lifeguard. We need a ride attendant. Yes, ride attendants. A couple. Okay, we'll get a couple of those, and then one security guard. I think that's how that works. So we have all this situated, and we're ready to open up the park. So we're ready to get this going. We're going to go here. Auto hire once open. Oh, okay, that's good to know. So I just hired people that realistically it didn't matter. So this is open, yes. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing in here I need to. Okay. So that's gonna be good. Scenery, whatnot, that's good. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I like it. All right, so we're up and going. We're up and going for Main Street. Our first guests, our customers are coming in. And let's see how things go. So again, we have $7,500. We are able, as part of this, to do research. We need to get the research thing built in soon. We also need to look at our finances, so we can do loans, right? I believe I set that up where we are allowed to do loans if I need to do that. But first, I need to do something for our facilities, specifically for the research component. So let me see where that's at. It's going to be under this, I believe. Yeah, workshop. So we're going to put this over here again, just tucked up out of the way a little bit. And we'll open her up. Boom. And that way we can start getting some research going. Okay. So we have all this going. Is this open? It's a souvenir shop. Souvenirs shop. Here we go. Closed. Yep, we need that open. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Now we're open. So again, there's a lot of space here. They could still wander for now. That's okay though. They're probably not going to. So again, right now, everything here in terms of pricing, right now, prestige wise, we're at a 200 out of 200 for the scenery. This one is at a 200 out of 200 for the scenery. Excellent. And this is also 200 out of 200 on the scenery. So that's really good to see. Looking at what we're charging, we're doing bargain charges right now. So that's $11.89 per ticket for that. This one's $3.59, and this one's at $9.18. Now for the park itself, the entrance, we are not doing currently any cost for the entrance fee, which is fine. We're gonna make it free to enter and make you, pay for the rides for now. So right now we got a pretty good queue over here for this one. Pretty solid queue. Interesting. This one's doing really good. So really the ship, the upswing is not very, very popular right now. Not very popular at all. So once we get the money, I do want to look into our first coasters, right? I want to look into our first coasters. We have a few we can look at, like the Gulpy Giant one, but look how expensive they are. They got 35,000, 30,000, 25,000, 24,000. Like these are hefty rides. The Hopper is the one that's the most affordable right now. So we're not going to really concern ourselves too much early on in that regard. Now, once we get the research, we have 1,200 points. I think we may go into some more flat rides maybe, or we can go into a coaster and look at like a wooden coaster type thing or something like that. But we'll get to that point when that time comes. We just need to let things kind of blossom and let some income come in. And hopefully we'll make some money here pretty soon. So no staff room. We need to do that. So let's get a staff room, facilities, staff, small staff room. We're going to build that right over here. Right there. So again, not the most aesthetically beautiful park in terms of going in and doing all our own things, but it's doing okay. And again, the arcades looking decent. Okay, that's done. Thank you. We got that finished. We got the staff room going. So y'all have the staff room now. And you have our Gulpy, our Chief Beef. We have our kiosk area. We have the restroom. We have our shopping center, which is doing well. So now we just need to let the income pour through, and then we'll start to add on with more additions, and we'll see if we can get, we're already at a 1.1 star, which is excellent. So we need to get two more rides, attractions, to be able to get to unique attractions. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to get some teacups going here. Just more rides is not going to hurt us. We need more variety. We need more different things. So we're going to add these teacups here. With that, we're going to get this up and running here pretty quick, but we need to first do our entrance. So let's start here with our entrance. We're going to have it shade out here, shift over, and go boom. Perfect. And then we're going to have our exit just right there, perfectly situated. We need to get our park bench again. Let's just do this the easy way instead of trying to complicate things a little bit here. So we're going to duplicate. So we're going to put a couple benches in here. And again, this is just going to draw people further into the park. And now we can... no power. I don't believe that. That's not true at all. We have power out here. We have plenty of power out here. What's the hang up? What's the issue? I don't understand what the issue is. Do we have like a... do we need another one of these? Another power distributor out here? Because I don't mind doing that, but it's a little bit problematic if you're going to ask me. Like, what's the hiccup here? Why does that say no power? So I think we do have enough money. We can finally get our first coaster built. So I think this is probably the first must. Like, we need to get this coaster going. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to pause for a second here. Pretty good queue right there. And again, we can situate this where it's kind of tucked around. We can get the hopper going there. So that's $10,000. It oversees the backside of this over here, which is fine. Overall, that's going to be what the prestige is going to be for that. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to get that to test. And we don't have very much money left anymore, but this is a big attraction, the hopper here. That's going to bring in hopefully a lot of people. It's not the most aesthetically beautiful. We could probably add some scenery to it. So we're going to open her up. Let's see what we got here. So it's an 80 scenery out of 100. That's not terrible. But again, we can do better. So let's go get just some scenery, some plants. I'm thinking some trees would be nice to have in here. Like let's think here. The hopper. Let's do like a fig tree, like a medium fig too. Ain't going to hurt you. It's nice to have some different types of trees in here. All right, so we're going to let's do a small, let's do some bigger ones here. Some firs and things like that. Just a couple, just to add a little bit of something here to this area. And no, I don't want that snapping in. Let's have you go a little bit further down into the earth. There we go. And then we'll add, it's a massive tree. Holy crap. I like this one a lot. Let's send that one down. Good. I like that. Just, again, it hides some of these other things over here from plain view. And I think it makes it look a little bit cleaner, a little better. So there we go. We got that up and going. That's going to be now as a 80 out of 100. Still not bad. It's a 1535. Still bargain price. Now, what's the difference here? So if I go bargain price, I go premium. Premium... okay, it's going to be 1918. We're going to see if people will pay it. I'm curious. With a coaster, I kind of think it should be a premium cost, especially with the park being free. Upswing 1 has expired service badge. Its condition is now degrading. Oh, that's no good. So let's look at this. So right now, we need to probably call a mechanic and just get something going there because it has an issue, apparently. So we're going to get the mechanic to come in, take a look at this, see if we can keep this thing floating, right? Lightning strike risk 37%. Okay. And again, right now, the income is hurting as we spent all this money, $54,000 spent on park construction right now. Right now, park profit, $4,600. We're going to see how it rides out. But we have our first coaster, which right now is so expensive, evidently. Okay, what if I go down a smidge on price? What if I go to a dynamic price? The minimum price we could say is bargain 15. Okay, we could do a dynamic. We'll do that. Okay, queue time, we'll do that. We're gonna we're gonna try dynamic pricing out. We're gonna see what that does. We just need traffic to pour in here. Here we go. We got some people coming now. Got some people coming in. Hopefully they're gonna like it. Kind of thinking, so how many carts does this have? One cart is all we, hold on. Can I not get more carts here for operations? Don't block friction. Hold on, how do I see this? How do I see how many carts? Okay, so we're going to close this for a second here because I think we need more trains. I think we need 2. 2 is the most we can do. So we're going to get 2 going. Let a test run because I think, you know, it's not a very big coaster to begin with. It's pretty quick and moving, but if we can just speed things up a little bit and make it be a 3/4 load, like, it's going to be better for us. So we're going to get that started. All right, now we're open. We're still running the dynamic pricing, but that should help things a little bit more there. So now we're at $1,100. So now it's really just waiting to see how this is going to do. Thoughts right now, it's so expensive. Well, I just changed that. I wish Hopper did ride photos. Ooh. Can I add ride photos? Add ride photos. So I can add ride photo to where? Where do I want to add the ride photo to? Maybe probably after the first like kind of little drop here, like right here. Add a trigger. Right? Ooh, maybe there. Yeah, right here. It's like the peak right there for us. We'll go with that. We'll add a ride photo. Confirm placement. Okay. Cool. So I'll add that in. We're going to see what that does. Oh, I need a kiosk. That's right. Kiosk. Add a photo kiosk. Where do I do this at? So photo kiosk counter will be right here. I suppose right there. Open that up. Connect to ride. We're going to connect you to the hopper. Right there. Confirm. All right, so we got that open. Nice. And we can add billboards if we want to. Place a billboard to generate ride photos. That's really cool. So we can, oh my gosh, these things are huge. I just want a small, like little one, like a small little board. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with all that stuff unless I can do a blueprint for it. I'm not messing with it. Okay, so we got him there. He's gonna be doing the photos for the hopper. Okay, that should be fun. We'll see if we need people to come in onto the ride. Right now, for whatever reason, nobody's queuing. Why? What's the issue? The dynamic price cutting y'all down? We'll go down $2. Go down $1 here. Current price is $14.85. Come on. It's raining. Is that part of any of it? Okay, well, we got some research pouring in now. So here's what we're going to do. I want to look at some more flat rides, like a special flat. Let's do a tower flat ride, or let's see. Let's go with these. Yeah, we're going to go with that one. And then maybe look into like our first water coasters. Because eventually we will get into the... Ooh, we have our generator in poor condition now. That's not good. Let's go refurbish. $100. Let's get this thing fixed. We don't want that becoming a problem. We don't want that becoming a problem. So what is this now? Ooh, we need a new staff member to arrive. Okay. Got it. Well, we should have extra staffers. Hopefully we'll get there. Hopper has expired service badge. It's now degrading a little bit here. So we're going to go with a call mechanic. Make sure we get some stuff going there. Just to give it a second look. We do have people queuing now, which is nice to see. Just need to get some more servicing going there. Good. Hopefully people like the ride enough. Hopefully they do. Again, we do have 2 cards going through at any given time. That's going to keep traffic coming in a little bit more. We are max queued here for the Iron Claw. Holy crap. Not much happening over here for the upswing. What's the issue with this one? Nothing? Can't wait. It's so fun. Yeah, this one's doing really well. I think we may up the price a little bit on this. So we're going to go custom. We're going to go 13 bucks. Oh, not 130. 13. There we go. We're going to go $13 and see if that changes anything for the pricing there. Prestige is a 2.25 star-ish. All right, so that's going to do a little bit better now. We may go up 13.50. Okay, 13. 13's good. So 13 is good. 13's a sweet spot. This one's 359. We'll go up to 4. Maybe 5, 4, 350. What, 375? 375, we can do that, right? And what's this one charging right now? 918. Okay, let's go up on this one to 950. 950. Oops. All right, we'll do that. 950 for that. Boom. Okay. All right, so right now, star rating, we're sitting at a 1.4. Again, we need one more attraction to be able to get up to the 1 star for our unique attractions. Scenery's doing pretty good. Park reputation's doing solid. So far, so good for Main Street. We're doing an okay job. Now, looking at the next ride I want to research here. Let's go back to flat rides. Let's go special flat ride here. And then let's go with that. Let's go special flat ride research. And then we'll go from there. So let's look at our coasters now. So we do have water rides, right? So flumes, things like that. So water rides here. Water. We have the Nerodia and the Tidebreaker. Tidebreaker's got a 3, 2, and 1, basically 4, 2, and this one's much better. But look how expensive. Again, these are for the blueprints. If I choose to go with the blueprint editions, I could just go with the base rides themselves. But I kind of like to do the blueprints, just because they already come with some things. So a lot of these very, very expensive for these big rides, as you would expect. But if we go to our flat rides here, we did get some new ones here too. We got the towers. So we just got the aquatic buoyancy, the planet coaster resurgence, the resort moonshine chute, and the aquatic monsoon chute. So those are about $8,000. That may be one we do, because I think these look really, really cool. It's a 2, 3. Let's see. We may do the resurgence here. Or it's a $5,000 looking at this thing. Yeah, this could fit in perfect somewhere. Right. So I think what we'll do. What is the power cost for this? Not quite sure. Power required is 44. So we're gonna have to get another generator for sure. So what I think we may do real quick is look at our power situation here. Let's go here. All right, so we got another power hookup connector there. That gives us now power-wise, we're at 120 on that. We have 8 on that. So that's enough now for us to be able to get the next flat ride. But because that costs so much, we can't afford to do the resurgence. So we're going to save up some money for that, because I think that is the next ride I want. Somebody thinks the hopper is too expensive. How many? Is that what? It's a $9 right now. It's a bargain price, bro. I don't know what you're expecting here. I mean, I'll go down to $9.50. $9.50 maybe. Let's go here. $9.50 and leave it. Like, we're not doing any more with that. That's ridiculous. I'm curious to see how we're doing money-wise now here. So we are profiting. We're making money. We're making decent money now. We've made... today, let's go lifetime here. So today we've 150,000 park value. Let's look at profit. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad on the day. We're making more money day to day. Okay. Now, going back to research here, it may not be a bad idea to get a solar panel research. Let's go ahead and try that out. The solar panel, we'll say it is $10,000 to even set that up. So it's probably gonna be something down the line, like later game, because the generators are only about 1,000-ish. So yeah, I think we'll save that for later. Now, y'all let me know in the chat, in the comments, is it better to charge your guest at the entrance fee or keep it free and make your rides have to cost? Or is there like a hybrid? What's the best way to nickel and dime to make the money you need for your park? All right, we do have the money now. We barely just got enough. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this this fun one right in here. We're going to kind of angle it a little bit more like this. Kind of out a little bit more right here. That's $5,000. And now we're going to connect our entrance. So here's our entrance pathing. We're going to go over, snake. There we go. And then our exit we have here. We're going to have that just shoot off right there. Perfect. Perfect. And then we're going to duplicate a few benches in. Now this one isn't going to be the highest. It's a 36 for the scenery we're looking at here. So I think we may try to add in some more beautiful looking scenery. Now some of these are very expensive if we're looking at that. I want basic stuff here, y'all. I want basic stuff. So just give me some flowers. You know, some planters, flowers, scenery, whatever you want to call it. Let's go with flowers. Potted flowers, maybe? Look at these bushes here. So different types of bushes here. There's a few right there on that. And then we'll put a bit of a bigger one here. I don't want it to stick to surface. I want it to be something I can put anywhere. We'll shift that down. Put a couple of these in. Okay. And then we'll go here. Add that in. As is such. I like this. There's some different things. Let's go with more of this wheatgrass here. Again, not trying to do anything too crazy here. Just trying to add a little bit of something to this. Make it a little bit better. Guests are queuing at the... Gosh, I need to add another cash register potentially here. So we got a lot of people shopping, which is a good problem to have. You got a lot of people coming in wanting to get stuff going. I could add another... Like duplicate this. And add one here. So this ride here, what's going on with this? So it's 11% say it's too expensive. I disagree. We'll make it 65. I'll take it down a little bit of change there. What are guests saying about this? Too expensive. 10% of you say that. That's not much. I'm going to go down 10 cents though, just to be safe. And then this ride, 16% say too expensive. Okay. We can go back to the bargain. It'll be $11.89. Let's just cut the difference here. Let's call it 12. 12.50. Cut the difference. Cut the difference. All right, we'll do that. We'll see if that works for us. Well, how are we doing here on the Hopper still? Hopper still doing solid enough. The profits are coming through a little bit. We need to get this ride open. Let's get that going now. This will be a bargain price at $10.41. We're going to see if that sits well. And I would like to make sure it is 3/4 load on these. Same with these. Always want 3/4 load. If I remember correctly from the past game. That way, the fuller it is, the better it is, right? Get more people on there. It keeps the queues down a little bit. So, this one's fun. The little high rise going up there. Again, food, drink, we may end up getting a secondary one over here. People walk, you have that right there. Maybe eventually down the line here we get a restaurant or something. Have a little food court type area. Guest has reported a case of pickpocketing. Oh, shoot. Bro, we got our first pickpocket going on over here. That's not great to see. Unhappy. We had a pickpocket. So, we are getting a little bit bigger. We do have one security guard. Let's go ahead and get a second one just to be safe. maybe an extra ride attendant also. And let's also get our first Chief Beef mascot guy coming in here. What'd that say here? The pickpocket has been caught. Awesome. So the guest got caught. Who are you? Marcellus Barkley. Well, Marcellus, you got caught. You got busted, sir. You are out of here. Good riddance. Get out of Main Street. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, dude. I'm glad they caught him. I'm glad they caught the pickpocket. That's excellent to see. So right now we're at a 1.6 stars. We still need that one. Okay, we need 5 more attractions to be able to get that up. Prestige here needs to increase. This needs to increase. So we need to get our attraction prestige higher, our scenery rating to keep getting higher, and our park reputation to keep growing as well. We do have some stuff here. So let's go do the wooden coaster research. And then let's save after that to do some of these here for the flat rides. Because again, flat rides are going to be plentiful for us. We just need to keep them producing. Let's go here to facilities. Let's look for food, blueprints. And we have a restaurant. $5,000. How big is this restaurant though if I do this? It's not bad. We could do a restaurant over here. Like, you know, something like that right there could be fun to do once we can. So we'll save some money for that. We can get another restaurant, bring in some money. That would be nice. And then eventually we will start to lean in with like the pools and the flumes, things like that as well. Okay, so things are doing pretty good here. So let's go ahead and get this like this Viking restaurant going here, which I like the aesthetic for. So we're going to put this one over here, kind of near this, and you know, in a pretty good, we're going to angle it a little bit here. And then we'll add our road to it, pathing to it. So right there. Awesome. So there you go. Now you have this here. I think it looks really, really good. Really, really stylish. And you got, you know, lots of stuff. You got a club sandwich, lasagna, salad, curry, all these types of different fun things. We're going to hopefully make some good money out of there. And there we go. Now we got Kelsey Rickett working in there and we're ready to rock and roll. So that is a nice little, I love the Viking aesthetic there. Again, eventually I may poke around and look at some stuff, for let's get another ride attendant here. I don't need people waiting. Another pit pocket, man. Oh man, another pit pocket. So we are going to start to see more of the hoodlums, the thugs and the thieves and all these people coming in. It's not good. Not good. Hopefully this guy can cheer everybody up to make them not want to have thievery. Another, okay, he's been caught. No. You got pickpocketed in the arcade, bro? I'm sorry. So sorry. So this is really cool. You can see really what people are thinking, what they need. That's cool. And they come in groups and whatnot. That's really, really cool. I love it. Have enough points now for the flat ride to do the wheel flat rides here. That could be good. Spinning flat rides. Let's do the wheel ones. Get those researched. So we got some more flat rides for spinning for wheel. So we got now the Resort Tiny Eye, the Viking Tiny Eye, the Planet Coaster Big Wheel. That's cool. That's going to be $3,700 basically, but you can get a big Ferris wheel. We got the Tiny Eye here, which is small, and then the Aquatic Synchronize, which is kind of cool to see. But I think we go with the big wheel. I think we don't have a big wheel in the area, so I think we go with a big wheel here. Kind of, again, I kind of like catty cornering. I can't talk. Words. Something like that right there, I think looks good. Let's get that kind of situated, and then again, we're gonna funnel our people out here, and then our exit will shoot right there. I like it. I love it. Let's move you here. We'll duplicate you a couple times there. All right. And now I do think we need more restrooms as well. So we need to go to our commodities, services, restrooms. I think we need to add another restroom, just, you know, so right there. So people have space to do their business, right? So we're going to add that in there, move the bench over slightly. There's food and drink, everything you need there. You have this here. Awesome. So that's going to happen. That's going to cost $1.89. Many guests have reported pickpocketing. Dadgum. Where at? Wow. A lot going on here. So here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to do. We have a lot of people in this area specifically that have been pickpocketing. So we're going to go to kind of a general zone here. And we're going to call that right there. Okay, that's our first zone. We're going to edit that as zone 1. So what I think we're going to do, so I'm going to go to my staff now. My staff. Let's go to, where are they? Security guard. And we'll put this guy here. All right, we got some extra staff for security hired. That should help with the issue we've had there. We also just we went ahead and built another souvenir shop. We were getting so much traffic on the first souvenir shop over here. It felt necessary just to kind of keep moving through, especially since we're not going to be able to build out anywhere here. Guests are waiting a long time to be served for kitchen 1. So we do have pretty full tables here. We do have a couple people waiting in line, a couple families waiting in line, that is. So that's problematic. Can I make it so people have to eat at a certain speed or something of that nature? I don't think there is. I don't think there is anything like that where I could tell it like, hey, you can't eat here for this amount of time. Like, you know, so it is what it is. Eventually we may get another restaurant. A pickpocket's been caught. That's good to see. That's what we want. We want all these pickpockets getting caught because that's been an issue for us. So right now things are doing pretty well. Looks well maintained. That's good. So Big Wheel's popular. Looks like this is doing really well as well. That's awesome to see. Awesome to see. So we have some good stuff. Guests are queuing, long line. Okay, so again, we have another long line here for stuff at this gift shop. Whatever. It's just going to be that way. So right now we have a lot of research points. So what I want to do is I want to get more research going for more coasters. So 2,800 is all we got. Actually, I thought we had more than that. Never mind. So I do want to look at a water coaster, like a Flume or something like that. But again, the cash is the issue right now. We only have $4,000. We're at a 1.9 star rating still, mainly because we just need to get more attractions. We need to get better attraction prestige. So the quality of your attractions in the park will increase that. So again, it's all just about making the most money. And then once we start getting the income in, we'll start to see those figures rise. So right now, looking at how we're doing pretty good. Park profit right now, $31,000 was our cost. Most of that coming from shop inventory. It looks like staff pay was a little bit. So it's not horrendous or at any point here. Now we could look at a priority pass here at some point. Now it is bothering me slightly. I'm just gonna be honest with you here. The fact that we don't really have any lights. So I'm kind of thinking we may try to just get some other lights here to showcase around. You know, nothing crazy, but we need something just to brighten it up a little bit, because again, you see how dark it is on these paths and everything. Like we need to brighten up the pathing here just so we can keep I think it's going to be beautiful. B, I think it's going to keep people safe, because you don't need a darkened pathway. That's going to cause more issues than anything else, right? So we're gonna put a few lights in here and there, and hopefully that will really make a big impact for us, and it will look nice. So there we go. We got some lights there. Let's go here, put a few in here. I'm kind of randomizing how I'm doing it, but that's okay. I don't really care, to be honest. I just want it to look more lit, more well lit. Okay, so there's all of that. I'm gonna put one here and there, and I think that'll do it. I think that right there. There we go. Now we have a much more well lit area. Kind of creates a little bit more of a better mood as well. I think it looks nice. Again, I'm not trying to make the most beautifully constructed park, trying to make the best 5-star park, but we're up to a 2-star now, which is nice to see. And I think it's coming together quite well. We have a good mix of flat rides right now. Still only one coaster as it currently stands here, which I don't love. Again, right now still is technically called new reputation wise. Its scenery is not great. So I think what we may do next is start to get some water park elements going here. So we don't have anything for water park rides right now. So I'm thinking eventually we may just do this flume pool that has a flume ride in it, or a flume in there, and just get one. We don't need to have a ton of water park rides initially. I think we just save up the money to get that, and then we can go from there. I think that's a good plan. All right, so we got the flume pool ready to go. Let's situate this, Koi. So again, this is new to me. This is the area of the game I've not dabbled in yet. So I think this could be really, really, really interesting what we're going to do here with this. So we're going to put it over. Tell you what, let's put it over. Yeah, I think we're good here. Something like this here. Make it fun, make it neat. Let's do that there. And then we can get our path, just simple entrance exits, a couple different ways to get there, right? I think that makes sense. I think we can do that. It says pool is a low temperature. Oh boy, this is interesting. So again, this is the area we're gonna have to learn on the fly here. So we need a lifeguard, right? So I need to get a lifeguard, maybe 2, just to be safe. Swimming pool is open. Pool pass is 951. Temperature, it's unheated. It's 44 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not great. So for this, we will need water filter, and a water pump. So I'm assuming you want this to be accessible here. So let's go water filter first. And we'll build that so it's perfect for this area here. Insufficient funds. Oh, I need more money. Okay. Well, we're going to let that get rolling. I like the pool, though. The aesthetic you got here with this. We just need to get pool heaters. We don't have that. Add a pool heater. Okay, so that's stuff you can add in. Cool. So once we get some more money here, we're going to close the pool for now. Until we kind of get ready for actual production. Because right now it's not quite there yet, right? So we need the pool to be functional first. Yeah, we're going to get a pool heater in here. We're going to put a couple of these in just to be safe. I don't know how many you technically need, but I'm hoping that will help with the temperature. So now we're heated pool. We're at 60 degrees. Seated. Okay, heated's good. We're at 7. We're going to be at 70. Ooh, that may be too much. We may want to delete that pool heater. We may just need 2. So we're going to delete. We're going to have 2 pool heaters. We're at 80 degrees. Bro, it's a very hot pool, in my opinion. We may just need 1. So we're going to try 1 pool heater at 84. That's going to keep people happy. And we got our pool ready. So we got our flume going. We have our pool open. We are ready to rock and friggin' roll finally, ladies and gentlemen. So we got some stuff going here. Our pit pockets are being caught. That's fortunate. That's what we need. We do have some stuff here, so we can do some more types of coasters. Let's look here at transport. No, we don't ever have to worry about transport right now at this point. Flumes. Let's go back to the flat rides. Let's try the spinning flat rides. And let's see what we have there to look at. So for spinning flat rides, we just got some more here that are new. Viking Sizer, the teacups. Again, none of these are the best overall. I like the charoplane. Like this one here, I've always liked the chair rides, but we don't need that right now. The next thing I think we really honestly do need, in all truth, is probably going to be another coaster. So we would really just need to save up. Now, we don't have enough power here. That's an issue where we're starting to run into a little bit more now. So for that, we need to go over here to our power, and we need to get another generator. Because we don't have a ton of them right now. So we need to connect that through. Right, so we need to go here. New distributor here. Yep. We'll have that run through here. All right, now we should be good. We should be good now. So some of these rides, they do cost a ton of power for us. We have our power grid kind of over this area. Everything else is good. Mainly the only other issue we're running into is we have a lot of people waiting in line at times for certain things. But we have multiple food areas here. We have multiple things here. At some point, I think we haven't done this yet. We need more shops. So let's look at shops, souvenir things. So we can get like a hat shop, a balloon. Let's go with the balloon shop and kind of put these, you know, around and about here. Like there's the balloon one. And then maybe a hat shop here could do well. And then I'd like to get something here for the Splash Emporium by where our pool is, because we have a changing area here. So it'd be nice to have like a splash area thing here. So we got all those going. Let's get them opened. Open them up. Get them started. Open and open. All right. So we got those shops all started and open. Bring in a little extra money. So far, foot traffic wise, it's not the end of the world. We do have a ton of people here on this ride. What's going on here? So expensive. Some people are saying, well, I can make it more expensive. Because, I mean, it's doing very well. But I'm thinking we may go up to like 10 even. Just to mitigate some of this. Because look at how many people are online for this thing. That's crazy. How well that's doing. This ride isn't doing near as well. Not sure what the hiccup there with that is. This line's full. So we're getting some stuff. We got more mini guests reporting pit pockets. Well, what else can I tell you? Like, I'm trying. I've hired so many people. We only can do so much with what we have here. I mean, I guess the other part is we could just do zones. We can create more zones here. End of day. So we made $48,000 profit on the day total. We've spent most of that though. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this a new zone for now. Okay, that's going to be zone 2. All right. And that's going to be that. And then let's get, that's that. All right, done. And then let's go to another zone. So that's one zone, that's 2 zones. Let's get this one here. Our 3rd zone, and it can kind of carry in a little bit together. In there. Okay. That's zone 3. Okay. So now, no staff assigned. Yes, that's fine. Now we go to our staff, and we go to our staff zones. Okay, so now we got it going. We got 2 in zone 1, 2 in zone, or 1 in zone, 2 in zone 2, and 1 in zone 3. That's perfect. So now we at least got that situated a little bit better. I hope that's going to help us in the long run here. Pool looks like it's doing solid. We do have 2 lifeguards on duty. And we just got 1,000 guests in the park. So another achievement. We're up to a 2.4 star rating. So again, we just need 2 more attractions. We're already park reputation is the max it can be. It's really just the only thing really the hiccup at this point is attractions and attraction prestige is really the only thing we're missing. And that's just going to take time, right? The more we play, the more money we get, the more we can spend. And I think the next big attraction I'd like to get is the hopefully the roller coaster. Man, we need more ride opportunities too, because we're just a little bit poor. So let me go real quick. I want to look at our finances here. So how do we do loans? So the biggest thing right now is we actually just need to get the revenue going more. So looking at the coasters again, the next coaster I want is a water coaster, but the 2 prefabs are very egregiously expensive. But some of these are getting more expensive too. So here's what I'm going to do. Because we're going to go dynamic. I think for everything. I think we're going to go dynamic across the board here. And just try to find the best way to bring in the most amount of money. Even though it may not be the best. We got overcapacity on some of these things. Because again, I don't know what the best pricing options are. I just know we need to get more income coming in quickly. And I think this may be the best way to do it, is going with the dynamic pricing. Because yeah, this pool it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how pool passes right now, or how much right now for a pool pass. Full price is $13.05. Yeah, we're gonna keep that as is. And then the flume itself is dynamic. Okay, well, we're gonna see how that hits, because right now it says the pool's over capacity. Is there anything I can do to make that better? New filter. I don't want to mess with that right now. No. Let's see here. So filter is still pretty good. Dirtiness, we're okay. Pool safety, we're good. Okay, that's good. We're doing all right. We're doing all right in all these regards. So we're doing pretty good in all this. Pretty happy about it. We got another pit pockets, but the pit pockets are being caught. That's the good news. That's the good news in all of this, right? So I'm hoping that I mean, people are going to say things are getting more expensive. I'm good with that. I'm going to raise some prices a little bit more. What's poor condition now? Oh, we got to look at this. We need to get that refurbished if that's the case. I need all things refurbished. I'd rather get all of that refurbished than have things break and us not have power and be crap out of luck. You know what I mean? We have restaurant tables dirty. You don't like to see that. 1% are saying they have to wait for ages. Again, eventually I'd like to, let's go custom. We'll keep bargain prices. Another restaurant will happen here sooner rather than later, but the problem with the restaurants is they are expensive. They're like, what, 3, 4, 5,000? So we have the Viking one here. I'd like to get an aquatic one sometime down the line here, but we don't need that many restaurants. I don't think we need that many, especially for how big our size of our park is right now. I think we can do with what we have. So we're okay. We do need another staff member for the ride attendance. Ooh, we have a service badge. Let's get that redone, refurbish. Okay, so we're at $13,000. We're doing okay. It was big fun. Okay, that's good to see. What are we half loading here? Let's do 3/4 load on this. Pool still is functioning quite well. The line for the flume is still doing well as well. We're rocking and rolling. We just need that next big coaster. We're at $15,000. Let's go ahead and research the next thing we want here. Let's go to 8,300 is what we need for chain lift coasters. Let's save up for that. Let's save up for that. I think that's what we want to do. We're gonna again service that real quick. And if any of you are really good at creating things in this game, I would appreciate some help, because I'd like to have a sign I can put just like on the sun right here on the front and back that says Main Street, because I just don't know how to do it. And I would appreciate any help. So what I think we may do here, I'm going to save up. I want to get the animal coaster, the wooden coaster here. It's a classic wooden, 6.5 excitement. That seems like a thing we desperately need. I know we already have one wooden coaster here. Maybe we could also look to do the Pulse here is a really good one. $23,000 for that one. That is a inverting suspended. That's fun. So we may do that actually. That way we don't have 2 wooden coasters. I think that could be good. So guests think this is too pricey. How many? 36% are saying the Iron Claw is too pricey. We'll go down a smidge on that, and we'll go down a little bit more right there. There we go. Meet you in the middle. So we're at 23,000. We're saving to get this coaster. We're going to do the Pulse. We have the money to do it now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get, we need more power, right? Yep. Okay. We'll get that coming in too. So let's just keep this money situation coming through here. We're going to put this one kind of tucked right here. Right there by this restaurant. I think it looks nice. It looks neat. I love it. But we need more power. So how much power are we lacking for this? This takes... The Pulse takes up 50 power required, and we are under abundance, excuse me, on power. So we need another one. Get another distributor here. We're going to put this one over here, just to be safe. And we'll connect her here. Insufficient funds. Great. Need a little bit more money so I can connect this. And we're almost there. All right, there we go. And now we're up and running. Now we got that up and running. Pulse is ready to go. We just need to test it. We're going to make sure this is for a 3/4 load. We can do 2 cars. That's good. And then I would like to add a ride sync. So let's see what's the best trigger here now. We don't know yet. We got to wait until all this gets done. So we're going to let the testing commence so we know it's good. And then once that testing's done, we will we'll do the placement here. We're going to do a photo sync. So here we go. So we want the highest of the highs. So it's probably going to be right here towards the bottom. Yeah, that's excellent. So let's add a trigger there. Continue. Confirm placement. And then we're going to do a add kiosk here. Wait, I don't want that. There we go. Good. All right, and we're ready to open up. We are ready to open up. So we are good to go. Connect a ride. We're going to make this one for this one. Confirm. There we go. We're ready to go. That's awesome. And we can do the billboards here. So billboard, centerpiece. Interesting. Some of these are really cool little things here, but I don't need any of that. All right. So we got our new ride open. We're going to make sure this is set to dynamic pricing as well. And we don't have priority passes or anything like that yet. So it is what it is. People are reporting pickpocketing, swimming pools over capacity. We got a water pump in poor condition. We're going to get that fixed now. Pickpockets are all getting caught. That's fine. We need that to happen. And we need to make sure that's open. Good. How much are we charging for these? Decent bit. Okay. Again, money's coming in. We're already at $10,000 and we just bought a $23,000 coaster. So I'm really not concerned about the income now. I think now that we finally have some amenities coming in, we're at a 2.6 rating. We need one more attraction to get to the next star rating here for this. And we're growing. We're at a 2.4 for our attraction prestige. So we're at 14,000 here. Let's go ahead and do... Let's do another coaster. Let's go with the chain lift coaster 2. And then another suspended coaster. So we're getting all the coasters, baby. All the coasters at our disposal here. Look at this, the drag strip here. This is sick. $48,000 for that one. Again, I would like to get to the water coaster next, though. This 25,000 Tide Breaker. Just because, you know, we know it's going to be good. Like, it's not the craziest coaster in the world, but like I think something like this will do really, really well here. Having a little variety here, and we don't have the money for it right now, but that's okay. We'll just save. And honestly, I also may do a large arcade at some point too. It's cost 16,000 bucks. The small one we have is decent, but I would like to get a larger one because how big is this? Oh yeah, that's tremendous. The issue is we don't have any power grids over there right now. So we would need to get some more power distributors built over here, kind of tucked away right there. We'll have that attach here. There we go. And then that would allow us to do this. And now we're at the point too, where if we do that, we're gonna all day, twice on Monday, have to get some more stuff there. So that's cool. So what I may do now is can reconnect this path too, because we have this one here. So let's just go ahead and get our paths all the way connected, and now we're reconnected back, because I'm learning people don't just randomly keep walking like they will in maybe some other games like a Parkitect. We see people with balloons and stuff too. The restaurant kitchen, so another restaurant won't be a bad idea at some point. We have one here. May be nice to try to squeeze one in, take out this arcade and put in a restaurant, or we can put in another restaurant like tucked away right here behind this. Let's look at that. Let's look at a restaurant. Go with like an aquatic theme one here. And kind of find a nice spot for it here. Just like... maybe somewhere right here. By the water park. Open her up. You have a nice aquatic one there that goes by this. And then we're going to get an arcade over here. And then another water ride. It's kind of the plan right now. I like it. I love it. What do we have here? Swimming pools over capacity again. Yeah, I know. We'll get more of these. I mean, good Lord. This is egregious. I love swimming. Well, yeah, me too. But, man, I don't love swimming at this pool. Okay, so let's look at more pools. Let's go with a large pool. And we'll put this one in right here by this coaster. We'll do that. We'll connect this here and this here. Okay. We already have a changing room over here and a drying service in. We do need to get another lifeguard for sure. Just to see what we need. Do we have any other lifeguards? Don't. Okay, good. All right, so that's open. It is not currently... yeah, it's not heated, so we need to get another heater. So let's just go over here to this. Where's our heater? I put in over here somewhere. I'll put in one heater. There it is. Let's duplicate this heater. Let's just drop it in real quick here. Now, the other issue we have here with this is we don't have anything for water over here. We don't have a water pump for this control area, right? So we need to put that in here, connect this in here. Boom. And now we got that. All right, so we have that pool situated. That's excellent. I'd like to find my benches and keep plugging these around and about, especially in some of these areas that we're about to be expanding to a little bit more. Just as so. That's good. All right, what do we have here? There are no guest services for one of our pools. Okay. So we will need to get another guest service for a pool. So we'll build one here. And a guest services. We'll build that right here. All right, there we go. And that is open, right? Open. That is open. Okay, so now we're situated. That's a lot better. Okay, so again, things moving very progressively well. We get $17,000. Let's see, we need 5 more attractions to be able to get our unique attractions up to a 3. We're getting closer for a prestige still as well, which is excellent. So we're moving in the right direction. Again, we got the second pool functional now. Money's coming in quite well. Again, I'd like to get... we have 2 coasters currently. Let's look at the research as it stands right now. We need... save up, keep getting some better research. I do want to kind of think about getting that bigger arcade in now. So let's go look at that. That's going to cost us $16,500. But I think it's something we kind of need, to be honest with you. I think I kind of need this in the park. So we're going to put it here. And then we can create the outflow here for that. And is there another one on the other side? There is. There we go. Now, those trash cans don't make a whole lot of sense there, but we can delete those as well. Leave one in there. Okay, so now we got the big arcade. It's really cool to see. Can I go in? I'd like to go in and look at it. Can't go down. Okay, whatever. Let's do this. Let's go camera, first person look right here. We'll drop us in. So this is what the arcade looks like. You got your prizes here, all that kind of stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Now, do I need to actually like hire somebody for this? Yes. So open that up for the prize counter. Good. All right, so we got some stuff going there. We got a really nice big arcade in. That's cool. Power generator. Ooh, we need to go get that in better condition. Anything else need to be better condition? Refab everything while we can. $100. Yeah, so we're definitely, yeah, we're calling mechanics in left and right for right now. So let's go hire another mechanic just to have another one on staff. We got a lot of pit pockets still from what we're seeing, but that is a growing issue, but we do have tons of security, so it should be getting better. Now, I do want to look at our zones, because currently zone 2, we may create another zone here and go zone 4 and have it be just kind of this general area here. We're just going to have it kind of be this general area for zone 4. All right, we'll do that. And then as we get to our staff, I'm going to hire, for right now, I'm just going to hire one security member for zone 4 and one janitor for zone 4. I think that should be enough right now. So if I go to this now and go to my staff schedule, we're going to go by our security guards and who is not in a zone at all. Anybody zone 3? Okay, hold on. Zone. Who did I just hire? Amanda? Okay, so Amanda will be zone 4. All day, twice on Tuesday. There we go. So now we have that. And then we're going to go to our janitors. And we're going to hire you to be set up for zone 4. You... Let's see here. You will be zone 1 all day. Confirm. Okay. And then we'll get, I think the other two will leave as that. Okay, we'll go for there. All right. I think the body flume has a long wait line. I agree. Good Lord. Bro, what is going on here? Why is this so long of a wait line for the flume? Can I do anything to make this quicker? Minimal interval. Let's go 2 seconds. Maybe. Go 2 seconds per. Just send them down quick. Maybe that'll go a little bit faster. Also, let's check on our water filter and everything. How are we doing here for maintenance and everything? Pretty good. I'll go refab right now just to do it. Okay. So we're up to a 2.9 star rating. We're already at $15,000. The money is coming in hot and quick, baby. I love to see it. I love to see how quick we're getting the money up. But again, we're wanting to save for another big coaster. And I want to do our first water ride. Which again, the first one we're going to look at here is just a Tide Breaker, $25,000. That would be nice to have. Again, food and facilities, we probably will look also at doing another restroom somewhere over here, just because it feels like we kind of have neglected that area a little bit. So I think we do another thing here for the restroom, and then maybe go over here to another hat shop of some sort. Maybe hat shop there. And then we'll do some food and drink and stuff somewhere else too. Maybe another restaurant, actually. We can go with we have an aquatic one. Let's go with the mythology restaurant. Go with the mythology restaurant. Could be really cool. Right there. And we need to get power out here to this building. So that's the issue. So let's add power out here. So we're going to need to get a distributor that comes out this direction. Connect in, and we're good. We still have enough power. That's awesome to see. Fantastic. So we're open for business there with that. Awesome. So we got a restaurant in. We built in another hat shop here, which I need to open. And we have another restaurant here as well. Many guests have reported pickpocketing. Let's see the hot maps. So again, it's still this main area here. Gosh, so much pickpocketing happening here. What can I do to mitigate that, y'all? I mean, obviously Aron could be able to help me right now, but as I'm playing, but maybe there's something in scenery for like security. Security pole, security post. Let's do this. Let's get some security stuff here. So we got one here, one here. I'm getting all the security things up. I don't really care. We're gonna make sure we're keeping track of what the heck's going on over here. We're putting security cameras all over the place. Too many, don't care. We're getting them up. I'd rather have more than not enough. We're gonna cover every inch of this place over here. So we're gonna get good. We'll get some over here, 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 here. All right. I feel like that's pretty sufficient. Here we go. Now we got lots of security cameras up. That should help with the threat. Fingers crossed. And we're at $16,000. So again, once we get a little bit more of the income coming through, we'll get another water flume over here, which again, we're looking at 25,000 for that, right? We have a lot of research points. So let's go ahead and look at maybe an underground well for water. And let's go ahead and get the water tower in and the solar panels. So we're getting all of that done just to help with some areas that maybe we can use that sooner rather than later. Again, as it stands, we are pretty dang busy from what I'm seeing here. All right, so we have the funds. Let's go ahead and get this water coaster in. I want to do the tide breaker, baby. Tide breaker it is. And we're going to put it right over here. It's going to kind of overgo where the this is. We need to get some power over here to it. So let's go ahead and do the power distributor. Yep. Right here. Connect it over to this one. Perfect. So now we got that in. Tide breaker is functional. How's the scenery for this look? Don't know. We're going to do a 5 trains, 3/4 load, test it real quick. Love it. So we get our first log flume basically here, a log ride, water ride, and you got to love it. And we maybe can add some bits here as well. Many guests reported pickpocketing. Y'all, I have security cameras everywhere. We're trying. We're trying so much. We're not yet done here. Pulse queue. Okay. So we got some people not happy about pickpockets. Tide is untested. We know. We need to hire a few more staffers, it looks like. All right, that's tested now. It's open for business. We now have a 3-star park. We just got the achievement for. Excellent. This is a 2-star prestige. Could be better. 45 scenery. Wow. Oof. So let's do something here for this. Let's go scenery brush, terrain. I'd like to get some water built in here. But first we're going to go to the terrain tool. And we're going to go just like something like this. Sink it down. And we're going to have water reside all underneath here, which I think will be pretty neat. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to natural water. Maybe put in some other type of water here. Clear water. Okay. So there we go. Now we got some water in here. Does that help with the scenery at all? Should, but it doesn't. It's still 45, but I'll take that. It's open. We got her up and running. I may add some fun scenery bits here for aquatic or some sort. Let's go look at aquatic Down here we have like, okay, some interesting things here. Centerpiece. Planet Coaster centerpiece. I want some other ones like beachy. Yeah, something like this. Let's go with the fountain. I'd like a cool fountain like that would be neat. Resort building centerpiece. Wow, look at that. Put that here. Look at that. Really cool. That should help with something. That should help with something. They're still 45. It's mainly because the ride's just boring and basic, I guess. That's the main issue. It is what it is. We're going to leave it as is. We're going to add some trees and things here around it. All around here. We're going to just put random things in the water just to make it feel like it's sea vegetation and whatnot. And then we'll add some here, something there, some seaweed in here. Yeah. Just adding a little bit of pieces in here and there. Gonna help add a little bit of life. I feel like it should add a little bit of life. And now we're up to a 91 out of 100. That's perfect. So Tidebreaker's going strong. We have lots of crimes. God bless. So many crimes. But toilet cubicles dirty. Oof. Don't love seeing that. We're going to call a janitor. Probably going to also duplicate and get another restroom just to be safe. Like we just can't have too many toilets in a place like this. You got to have toilets. You got to have options, ladies and gentlemen. So we're up to $23,000 yet again. The money is just pouring in. We're at a 3-star facility now. We still need more attractions. So I think what we could start to do now is really focus on more flat rides because we have water coaster, 2 coasters. We're kind of in an area now where I think we need more flat rides. So let's go like all flat rides. Let's see what we got. And let's go with something fun here. Let's go with like the resort shoot here. Maybe something like this. We're going to angle it slightly, shift it a little bit. Let's see here. Let's go. I don't like that. Aquatic shoot. Looks better to me. We're going to go like this. We're going to have it layer out just a smidge here. Boom. Okay, we're going to get our testing. We're going to connect a path coming in. Boom. There's that. And then we're going to have our exit path right there. Awesome. We'll do that. We need to get more lighting as well because now it's nighttime again, which is, again, our park can look beautiful, but it needs better. Again, this needs to be 3/4 full, 200 out of 200. You'll love to see it. Let's go ahead and get more of these lights up and going because we need more of them. It's so dang dark. All right, we got lighting going. Of course, I could just change the light so I can see again. I may go ahead and just... I don't want to do that. I don't want to override anything. We'll leave it be. So we're at $35,000. We got 1 flat ride up and going. Let's make sure we're on dynamic pricing for that. Okay. Let's see what other flat rides we want to try to research. Let's see here first. Let's go to this. Flat rides. 9,400. We are very close on being able to get that research done. Let's go ahead to the swinging flat ride here. Can't get that until I get this one. Okay. So let's go here. Let's look at the Planet Coaster Resurgence. 28 rides here. I like the mythology. This one's kind of cool, but it needs power. We're out of power over here. Huh. Then you have the Pathos here. Let's do the Pathos here. Again, we're just going to slightly shift that this way. We're going to connect the entrance in, and then our exit path. Nice and simple. Still don't like these trash cans being where they're at. It's very strange to me. And we need to get more power over here. So we're going to run another power distributor here. Connector in. Still don't have enough power. So here's what we're going to do now. I want to get a solar panel in. I want to get a solar panel in over at the front. All right, so this is ready to open. It's going to be a 200 out of 200, and we're going to go with the dynamic pricing. And let's make sure it is running at a 3/4 load. So it's another flat ride through. That puts us at a 3.3 star. We're still 2 rides short of getting our star rating up a little bit higher. We're at a 4.7 on park reputation. That could be better. 5 out of 5 on scenery, though. That's excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's go here. We're going to get the swinging flat rides. That's great. Got that in. So we got another swinging flat ride we can do now. So let's go to this. Swinging. And we can get the Behemoth 360. That's nice. Let's get the Behemoth 360 situated. I love it. We're going to put this. I don't know how this one goes, but we're going to go like right here. We're going to connect this way. So this one here may be pretty fun. We'll see. We'll go with that. And then we're going to go with our exit here. Boom. And we'll put the light pole here. All right, we're on our new day, which is great. We need to get more power out here again. So we need to get another distributor. We're running out of power fairly quickly now in some of these areas here. So we need to connect this over here. Boom. All right, plenty of power now. Should have plenty of power coming through here. Let's get this opened up for business. 200 out of 200. We're going to go dynamic pricing. Excellent. We have another restroom. Is dirty. We need to call, get it clean as soon as we can. We also have lots of pit pockets. Let's see the hot map. Good Lord. I mean, I have things set up. Security. Security. Everywhere. Security post. Maybe I need to put one here. We'll go security post. Security post. Security post. I don't know where else we need to put them. We'll do all of that right there. All of that right there to help with the dadgum security issues we have. I feel like I'm trying to lock down Alcatraz over here. All right, there we go. Got all our security posts in. We should be locked and freaking loaded. Should be. We'll see. Swimming capacity. Okay, we need to go check this out. That needs to be refurbished. That should be good. Another bathroom needs to be cleaned. Yep, get that done. All right, let's go ahead and hire a few more staffers here for our janitors. We're going to hire another person there. Let's hire a king. And then let's hire another mechanic or two. And another vendor or two. All right, we're up and running. We need to get another guest. Are waiting a long time at the restaurant. We'll get another restaurant eventually here. We got one here. It's the Greek one. We have 3 restaurants in place. Like, we should be pretty well fed. But the issue is, man, this ride looks fun. Look at that. Look at that thing go. Is that a hazard? Or we're not okay. We're not going to hit anything good. All right. So we need another big ride. Let's go with another coaster. We've done some fun ones here. Man, $48,000. Let's see what we can afford to do. Let's do the inverted one right here. This, let's go train, animal, wooden, Cirrus, the Tidebreaker we already have. Twin loops. Heck yeah, man. Let's go twin loop here. Oh yeah, this looks fun. This looks like a doozy. Or we can go with the Gulpy Giant one. Bro, this one is crazy. Look at that. Look at this one. Talk about a ride. Like, this one takes up some space, some real estate. We could put her right here. And then we could get power out here to it, obviously. So I need to get power here. connecting there. All right, there's that. And then we need to get our path to connect here. We're just gonna make it a little bit smaller. All right, we have a mess of trash cans here. What is going on with this? Let me just individually destroy trash cans. All right, so this is ready to go. We just need to test it. The scenery sucks, I'm sure. We're gonna go half load or 3/4 load. Get that testing. That's gonna be really, really fun. I'm gonna love this ride. And then let's get some fun scenery in here. Let's go prefabs or scenery. And this is more like a sci-fi type looking one to me, right? Let's go with like a nature scene. Something naturey, actually. Put one of these in here. We'll put one of these in over here. We'll put a centerpiece in here. It's close to the ride, but I don't really care. All right, so the ride is back. We are ready to go. It is a 12 out of 100 on scenery bonus. That sucks, but it's okay. Let's get a few more things in here just to help with the scenery a little bit. Some mythology, dressings and whatnot. This one's cool. Let's go with this one. And this one here. I like some of these set pieces and whatnot. Very, very cool to look at. All right, so we spent a little bit of money on that just to get some scenery in there. Let's see if it helped at all. Still a 12, whatever. We tried. I tried to add some flair to this thing. It's kind of ugly, I'm gonna admit, but the best I'll do now is I'm gonna add some flowers in, some shrubbery, some bushes. All right, we got that ride open. This thing is popping off though. Is it on dynamic pricing? Let's make sure of that. Nope, dynamic pricing it is. Okay, we got that up and going. There's another ride. We're at a 3.7 star rating now. So now we just need 5 more rides to be able to get that to 4. We're close. We're at a 4.7 for attraction prestige. So we're rock and rolling right now. We really are. We're doing quite well. Flat rides, we still need to get some more going here. So let's go swinging flat ride 2. Let's do this one here. All right, we'll get that going. I think we maybe try to get another pool placed in here. So we have a flume pool here. Let's go with another flume pool or a wave pool. Let's do a wave pool. We haven't done one of these yet. So we're going to get this wave pool in and open this one up. It's open, right? Yep. We do need to get a heater. Heat. So we're going to get a little heater here. Place that in. And we are ready to rock and roll here. So we have that wave pool in. All right, so we've I found a flume here on the wow. This one's crazy. Jungle Voyage Flat Ride Flume. Look at this. Oh, okay, this is show with ground level. Delete after. This one's below ground. Oh my gosh. So you go shift. There you go. And then you go right there like that. And you just, wow. Dude, look at this. This is nuts. This is nuts. And then I delete this after. Boom. Delete. That is so cool. So stinking cool. And now we have a pool open here, and it comes with a flat ride. It says no power. We need to add some power out here. That's fine. We can do that. Easy. Easy. We'll put some power right up here. Connect that right over chair. There we go. Look at that. We got water. We do need to get a heater for it. So let's go ahead and find a heater real quick. I'll put a little heater in here. And now, no changing room. So we do need to get a changing room over here. So let's go ahead here to facilities. And let's go to blueprints. So changing room. We'll place that one right here. Right across. Changing room. We'll do a dryer room. We'll do a restroom. Perfect. So we've got some really, look at that. That is so cool. And we have this flume open now too here. Sick. It's untested. So we've got all sorts of stuff ready to rock and roll over here with this. Love community creations because it helps guys like me that suck at building. Really helps a ton. All right, so that is awesome. Awesome. Do we need more water filters over here? Or are we good? I feel like we should. I feel like we should have some water filters over here. Like a water tower, maybe. Underground well, you know, something like that. Maybe important to have. Water filter, maybe. There we go. And maybe get a water tower over here. I don't know exactly if I need to do it that way though. Okay. Very cool. We're out of power now though, again. So we need to do another another panel over here. All right, we're good on power now, right? Should be. No, still not good. We need more power. Are you kidding me? Jeez. So that thing took up so much power. I underestimated how much power this thing was taking up for us. That's a bit problematic. Okay, we're gonna move this building here. Now let's look in our water. Okay, good. I fixed the power crisis. It took a lot of ugliness, but we got our power up and running. Lord help us. Also have some floating towers I just noticed here. That's a bit of an issue. Let's shift those down a little bit more into the earth. No reason for y'all to be down there. This trash can needs to be replaced. Come on. Okay, we need to get some stuff fixed up here. So let me do some scenery work here. Okay. Been running into some more issues here as I expand with these massive expansion here, which I love this flume. It's amazing. But this thing cost us an arm and a leg in terms of actual power and everything, but it looks tremendous. We're at 4 stars again right now. We need 3 more unique attractions. Everything else we're pretty much locked and loaded in right now, which is excellent to see. We're really just running into the issue of trying to mitigate the ongoing issue of a lot of people here on Main Street walking around. A ton of people walking around on Main Street here. When you see how busy it is insane. You look around left and right. It's really cool though how it's come together. It's again, it's the Fremont of theme parks, family friendly, of course, minus the crime that's happening because of the thievery. But I do think we need more facilities for shops and things like that, right? So we're gonna get another thing here. We're gonna go with the Splash Emporium here, and then we're gonna go with another thing here, and then we'll probably open up another restaurant as well here soon. So let's go to this. Let's go to restaurants. We've done Viking. We've done aquatic. We've not done like a resort style. So that's what I think we do next. I think we go resort style food here. We get that situated there very well, very nice, very neat. Boom. Now what do y'all serve? Y'all have food. Don't really have a lot of drink. So we do need to get some beverage in here. Well, let's go with like a soda place here. Down the line here, we haven't had anything really over here. Let's get something there. Just to make sure we're covering all bases here, right? So we got that open, we got that open, we got this open. All right. There we go. Beautiful. So we have got a lot of new shops opening up. Still at a 4-star rating. This is at a 4.7. Again, the goal is to get to a 5-star. We need 3 more new attractions. But we are a little bit poorer on the poor end. So we need the money to start pouring in a little bit more. And we'll be A-okay. Well, this could be a busy flume, I have a feeling. That one right there could be very, very busy. We have a dirty room. Let's look at it. Let's call a janitor. Get that fixed. Again, we still have a lot of crime, but I've put so many of those stations around that it should be getting handled fairly quickly at this point. All right, we got more research points. Let's see what we can get here. So we need to get more flat rides. Let's go with more flumes, maybe. Let's go with this. Let's go with another coaster. We've got some fun flat rides here. I do think it would be nice to get one more really cool flat ride in here. Let's see what we can get here out of the blueprints I looked at. So there's 59,000. Wow. 20,000, 17,000 for this one. 14 for the wild blue. Already in park? No. So all these would be unique if I went for them. But they are expensive. Very expensive. So let's go with one that's a little bit more exciting. I think this one here, 14.5 is what this one cost. I think we're going to go with that. And we're going to go something along the lines of this right here. Like just simple, sweet, and easy. It's insufficient. 17,000. What? I thought it was 15. All right, so we got that built. Excellent. Got that built. This thing is cool looking, man. It's like a Mario style thing. So now we're a 4-star park. You got Mario, you got Toad, Toadette. That's cool. Love it. Love it. The park entrance. Where's the entrance? Oh, shoot. Scratch what I just said. Okay. So we got a little bit more going on here. Let's get some benches again. We need more benches because I've kind of taken that easy for a minute here. So let's see. Where's the last time I placed benches? Right here. Yeah. So we really have taken it easy on the benches. So I'm gonna get some of these placed. Another thing we need is we need a bigger staff room. We need a large staff room for our staffers because they're kind of at a spot where we don't have enough. So we're getting more staff room going here. What is this here now? Flume is too dirty. Ooh, we have dirty water. Shoot. So how do I deal with dirty water here on the flume? Ooh, we need a new filter is what we need. That's what that says to me. We need a new filter. So we're gonna get that up and running here. Hopefully that will fix the issue. Good. Good, good, good. That should fix that. All right. I think we got everything fixed and situated now. So we're at 3.9 rating. We still need three more attractions. 5.5 and 4.5. Y'all, if we get 3 more attractions to hit this thing home, we're talking about a victory here and a 5-star completion, even though it's not ideal. We've done all that already. Okay. So we're going to do this one here. Little, it's a fun little one. What's this going to cost me? 17? I think it looks really unique. The Jurassic Park style of it, right? Now, where is the entrance exit of this? It's the next question. Well, let's do this one here. This is a chill lighthouse ride here. Very chill, but it looks really, really cool. We can kind of place it over here. I think it just looks really neat. Looks really, really neat. Now, how do I get our guests to be able to get out of here, right? I'm assuming we're gonna have to do some terrain. Not the end of the world. We can do this. And we're out. Just like that, we're out. Look at that. That's so cool. And open that one up. We're gonna go with a dynamic pricing on that. That is a really cool, really cool thing there. I love that. I love that actually. What do we have here? No guests near. Ooh. No guest service. We need a guest service over here. Where is that at? We're going to get this guest service operational. No path. All right, there we go. Now we got the guest service situated. Swimming pool's over capacity. We know it is. Oh, we still have things in poor condition over here. That's clean now. Okay, when you replace that. Okay. All right, we're okay. $9,000. We're 2 rides away. This park is running out of real estate. We are so close to the end. We are so close to the end of this park, which we were originally planning, right? But the goal's not finished. We need a couple more flat rides, maybe 1 more coaster. I think we do 1 more flat ride, then 1 more coaster, and we call it good. So let's do the Viking Sizer or whatever it's called here, right? I'm gonna do this one right here. And then we're going to connect right there. And then we'll get our exit path here. Excellent. No power. That's okay. We can fix that. So we'll go with a distributor right here. Connect to that one. Get this one up and going. Perfect. And that's going to be a 196. Okay. So we need one more ride. And that one last ride we will do will be a coaster ride. I'm not going to do anything but it. So we're going to get our launch coaster. Oh, heck yes. So many coasters we haven't even looked at, y'all. But there's so much we can do. But we're that close to the 5-star rating. We're that freaking close. The only thing that may be the hiccup for us is the park reputation. How happy our guests are. That may be the only big hiccup. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix that. We'll see, though. We'll see. So let's see here. This needs to be clean. This needs to be clean. All right. This needs to be clean. Okay. What else do we have? Anything else? No. So the ride I think I want to get. Don't know if we have the power for it, but I want to get this right here. The Soarer is the one I'm eyeing. 28,000, y'all. This could be close. Oh, what needs cleaning? Okay, we'll get you clean. Rides, hopper ride, poor condition, poor condition, poor condition. Fix all these generators and everything. We need that. That is a necessity. What is this? This one's in poor condition, man. Everything gets in poor condition at once. That's okay, though. So we're at $32,000. What did that coaster cost? The Soarer, 36. Okay, so we're close. It's gonna be cutting it close. We will need another distributor over here for it, though. So I'm gonna go ahead and already kind of map out that plan. Probably wouldn't hurt to have another power grid coming through. Okay, I think the time has come to finally get our final ride here with the Soarer. Holy crap, this thing is massive. Massive ride. Massive ride. It's kind of ugly, I will admit. But it is a colossus. It is a colossus. But we're going to build it right there. Good God. Look at this thing. Like, you see this when you walk through the park, you see this at the end, and you know we got to get to the end of the road. To see the Soarer in action, we got to get there, right? This is cool. I mean, you go all the way up. I think we may add a hammer ride here at some point as well. So let's keep testing to see what this finishes up with. All right, so you get to the tippity tip top here. Holy smokes. So cool. And then they descend quickly. I mean, you got to have some cojones to want to get on this thing. It'd probably send me into a cardiac arrest if I had to guess, but it's pretty quick though once it goes. So now let's add where we want this thrill to be. Too much. Right there's the perfect spot. Right here is perfect. So add that trigger there. Confirm placement. Add a kiosk now. So we're going to get a kiosk placed right outside here. Okay. Kiosk right outside. We're going to say that's the ride right here. We're going to connect this ride. All right. Confirm. And then we're opening up for business. And then we are also ready to open this up for business. And there we go. We built our first coaster with an excitement above 7. And it is a colossus. And we are now at a 4.3 star rating. I'm not sure. Can we get, so that puts us at 4. So we still need to make 5 more. I thought we were maxed. Okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay, I think we'll add another little coaster here. This one's called a mountain descent. So what we'll do with this one is go here, connector in. Come on, it's got to be able to fit close right here, right? It's a very close fit here. There we go. So we can get that in there. Let's get that tested. And we get another coaster to fit in here. It's darker than dark out here right now. So we need to get some lighting situated as that's doing its thing. Let me get some of these torches here. Oh, not move. I want to duplicate. There we go. So this ride is ready to go now. We are ready to rock and roll with that. It's an 81 out of 100 for this. We will go the dynamic pricing. We also need to make sure it is set to a 3/4 load. All right. And let's also make sure this was there because I don't think I did this for this one either. So 3/4 load. There we go. Very nice. We have some things we need to get situated here. Yeah, we need a refurb there. We need a refurb here. We need some generators refurbed. Swimming pool over capacity. That's nothing new. A lot of refurbs happening here. So we are unwell. Yep. Okay. All right. That's better. That's better. So we again, we're at a 4.4 out of, yeah, we're very close. The biggest hiccup, once we get the rest of these built, it's going to absolutely be the park reputation, which is at a 4.5. It's not bad. But how big our park is, how dense it is with just one singular lane throughout the whole thing, it's going to cause issues. Clearly, right? It's going to cause some problems. Now, I do think we can get a flat ride in here. It can work. Thinking maybe we do this Jurassic Park style one here. It looks pretty cool. Can kind of build that in to it. We'll test it. And then let's get some pathing out here. Okay, we'll get that tested and ready to rock and roll. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we're going to get that on. Power generator 2 needs to be refurbed. What is this one here? Park is not acceptable or accessible, excuse me. Should be now, right? Should be accessible now. Helter Skelter, what's going on here? Okay, we need a maintenance. Oh my gosh, refurbish that sucker. So many things have to be refurbished so quickly in this because of how much. Call janitor in case. Okay. Refurbish. Yeah, maintenance guys, y'all have your work cut out for you. I'm actually going to go hire a few more mechanics to help in regards to all this because it is getting a bit crazy. All right. There we go. Another generator down. Dadgum. Okay, we're at a 4.6 stars now. I think we may be able to try to do one more ride here. 4.3, 3 more rides. Gosh bless. Let's do flat ride. I don't want to do any I already own. That's the biggest thing, right? So flat ride. So swinging flat rides here. All right, let's see what we got. We can go with this one. This mythology overpower. Looks pretty simple, pretty basic. We could throw it kind of in the back here. Let's confirm. Let's put there's that, and then let's get a exit path that connects in here. There we go. And we'll turn that one on. Put it at dynamic. Okay, there's another ride. I'm just squeezing them in. The limited space we have. We're making it work as best we can. 35,000 bucks now. Good God. I kind of would like to see us build the King Kong here. We don't have one of these in the park yet. It's a very unique looking ride. Kind of want to set this one out somewhere. But where do we have some space? There we go. We just got a huge payday on this day. We enter another day. And this is perfect right here. We can do this right here. Right? Paths. What do you mean paths? We need to rotate this. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go here. King Kong. There we go. And then we can get our path here. There we go. Open her up with dynamic pricing. There we go. So we got King Kong ride there. Big wheels getting refurbed. Let's get that done. Oh gosh, so many refurbs and things need to be done. Refurb. People are missing their brakes. They got to suck it up. Y'all got to figure that out, bro. Some of y'all got to figure that out yourselves. Okay. So we got that in. Now we just need one more ride. One more ride is all we lack. Let's get another wheel spin. That's interesting. Where is this one at? Ooh, little vortex type place right here. That's cool. I may do this one. $59,000. This is an expensive ride. Very expensive ride. But it's a carousel. And what park, what establishment will not have a carousel, for crying out loud? You know what I mean? Let's see, King Kong. And we have most of these flat rides already in park. Okay, let's do the aquatic radius here. Let's go with this. Let's go with this one here. Okay, we're going to go with this one here. We're going to have it be kind of tucked away behind this pool. Just fitting it however we can. Don't really care if it's ugly or not. But we're going to rock and roll with it. And then we're going to get an exit path right here that takes you through. All right. And we're going to go dynamic price on that. And there we go. I think that may be the last ride we have to get. That may be it finally. Let's see, we're trying to get all these cleaned, all these refurbs done. Okay, changing room needs to be cleaned. Got it. God bless. God bless. So much is happening. Okay. So we're at a 4.8, y'all. We're so close to being max. The only thing holding us up is our reputation. So we just got to do whatever we possibly humanly can to keep people happy. That is it at this point. The people need happiness in their life. Right? The people, they need happiness. We're going to make sure that we can try to adhere to that as best we can. Which means we need to probably just share up a few areas here. Generator 9, poor condition. Okay. 4.8. Can we get to a 5-star rating? I don't know. I don't know. All janitor. Water condition. Okay, we need to get that refurbed. We need to get that refurbed. Okay. Whew. But man, it's come through. This park, it's had its hiccups at times, but man, it's been a ton of fun looking at all this, how it's come together. Like, it is a beautiful park. Beautiful park. I mean, it is a, it's honestly, it is a massive park. It runs straight, and it has so much for you to do, so much for you to behold. And it's just, unfortunately, we're just a small bit away here from the 5 stars. What's the thing that can make that rise? Let's see, guest experience. Some people say they're thirsty. Some people say they're drenched. Some people say they want more food. I can help in all those aspects. So let's get some more drink beverage. Okay, let's get more drink here to start. We'll go with like a little Slurpee place here. We'll go with another one here. I'm gonna make sure we get plenty of these in. All right, so I got drinks in. Maybe try to do a few more for food here. Go with like a gelato type thing here, whatever that is. A vegan restaurant here. Vegan. Get a couple of those put in. Park entrance. Oh shoot, what's going on here? Oh shoot. People are trapped. I don't know what happened there. Not enough power. That's problematic. We need more power, guys. So we're going to go here to the solar panel, the large solar panel. And we're going to make sure we're connected here on the grid. Okay, that should fix the issue. Okay, that does. We need more stuff clean. All right, 250 guests in. Or what does it say? 250 guests on flat ride simultaneously. That's crazy. Actually crazy. Another refurb. There's so many refurbs. All right, we got that done. We're at a 4.7. We have dropped slightly, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to get the 5 stars, guys. That may just be the hurdle we can't overcome right now because our reputation is dropping because of happiness. It's kind of hard right now at this point. So we're gonna go with let's do a flat ride advertisement here. We're gonna go $10,000. No, we don't need that. I need to figure out how to get y'all happy. I'm drenched. One person said, I'm hungry. One person thinks the Gulpy is too expensive. I'm going to go down a little bit in the price then. I've added in more food and drink places, so that should help mitigate those issues over time. So I'm going to let it run here for a second, and I'm going to see if we can get to that 5 stars just by sitting. All right, well, we've actually dropped now to 4.6. I've done a lot of stuff to try to fix it. I just think it's the nature of the one path. It's just a bit of an issue. Cleanliness, yeah, that's got to get cleaned. I mean, I've put security stations in left and right. I've added a lot of janitors with roles and whatnot to fix in a lot of this stuff. Part of the issue is we just have a lot of vandalism happening. It's not getting fixed quickly enough. Some of our people aren't very happy either right now in here, but it's been an uphill battle trying to get even just up a 0.1 star for guest rating at this point, to the point where I think we may not be able to achieve a perfect 5 out of 5 stars with this challenge. But overall, in terms of the park itself, guys, even though the 5 star was never achieved, we were able to easily pull in insane amounts of profit. We were able to pull in our park right now with the overall mood at a 5 star. Overall thoughts and assessments, it's low still because of some of these areas where we've had some issues, but the park's done incredibly well. It's been incredibly successful. Yeah, I'm trying to fix this. Guess I'll not use it until a janitor is called. I'm trying to fix that. If you'll let me, game. We're not gonna let me. It's glitched. Okay, that's awesome. The game's bugged on me right now, so it's a perfect time for us to call it, y'all. The Main Street theme park. It's been a journey. It's been a up and down battle. But I would say we pulled off maybe one of the best parks we could have with the constraints we've had with the one singular path. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you want to see more of these types of challenge series videos, comment below with some great ideas. Stay safe, God bless, and we'll see you back here in the next one. Y'all take it easy.